Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're planning any kind of construction, big or small, this video is for you. We all know a strong foundation is key, but what exactly does a strong foundation sit on? That's right, the soil beneath it. And understanding that soil is absolutely critical. Today we're diving into 3 essential soil tests that you absolutely must conduct before you even think about breaking ground. These tests can save you a ton of money, time, and future headaches. Let's dig in. Imagine spending countless hours and dollars on a beautiful new structure only for it to crack, settle unevenly, or worse, become structurally unsound. Often the culprit isn't the building itself, but the hidden world beneath it. Soil isn't just dirt, it's a complex material with varying properties that directly impact how a structure will perform. Ignoring these properties is like building a skyscraper on quicksand. So, how do we get to know our soil? Through proper geotechnical investigation. And the first critical test we're going to talk about is the Standard Penetration Test, or SPT. The SPT is one of the most common and versatile in situ tests. Essentially, a split-spoon sampler is driven into the ground using a hammer. We count the number of blows it takes for the sampler to penetrate specific depths. This N value gives us a direct indication of the soil's density and consistency, especially for granular soils like sands and gravels. A high N value means dense, strong soil. Good news for your foundation. A low N value might indicate loose, compressible soil, meaning you'll need to consider deeper foundations or soil improvement techniques. It's foundational information, pun intended. Next up, especially if you have fine-grained soils like clays and silts, you need to understand their behavior with water. This brings us to the Atterberg limits test. The Atterberg limits define the critical water contents at which a fine-grained soil changes from one state to another. We're talking about the liquid limit, LL, plastic limit, PL, and shrinkage limit, SL. The liquid limit is when soil transitions from a plastic to a liquid state. The plastic limit is when it goes from a semi-solid to a plastic state. These values help us calculate the plasticity index, PI, which tells us how much water content the soil can absorb while remaining plastic. Why is this important? High plasticity clays can undergo significant volume changes, swelling when wet and shrinking when dry. This movement can exert immense pressure on your foundation, leading to cracks and structural damage. Knowing your Atterberg limits helps engineers design foundations that can accommodate or mitigate these changes. And finally, for truly understanding how much weight your soil can bear without excessive settlement, we perform the consolidation test, or oedometer test. This test is primarily for cohesive soils like clays. A soil sample is placed in a confined ring and subjected to increasing vertical loads, mimicking the weight of your building. We then measure the vertical compression of the soil over time. The data from the consolidation test allows engineers to predict the magnitude and rate of settlement your building will experience. This is absolutely critical for designing foundations that prevent X